A Simple Act is a film based on the true story of Rick and Patty Parker, their son Sam, who suffers from cerebral palsy, and Rudy, a high school football captain. These lives intertwined after Rick's heart surgery last year, when the family needed help carrying Sam up and down the stairs, a job Rick could no longer do. This is where Rudy stepped in. The Malden High School senior would drive to and from the Parker's house to help out with Sam. And why, you ask? It was as simple as an act of kindness. And Sam's father, Rick Parker, is here along with Rudy Favard and documentary filmmaker Greg Shea, a post-production manager for WGBH's American Experience. Welcome to all of you. Well, I had read about this. I guess it was in a Yvonne Abrams column in the Boston Globe some months ago. But tell us again how this got. You had had heart surgery, and you had been carrying your son up and down this narrow staircase for, well, his whole life.
For 9 years, well, 8 years, I've been carrying my son Sam up and down the stairs. And when the surgery happened or when I found out about the surgery and how the possible ramifications of me bringing Sam up and down the stairs, it was life-threatening, and that's when.
And whose idea was it to reach out to a volunteer?
My wife, Patty, she knew that we needed help, and she reached out to her pediatrician, who got us in touch with Malden Catholic's high school nurse, Elizabeth Paquette.
And enter Rudy Favard.
Rudy.
How did you find out about this?
Oh, well, my school nurse, Mrs. Elizabeth Paquette, also my mother.
Okay.
Yep, she's like a mom to me, but she grabbed me in the hall one day as I was getting ready to go to practice, and she asked me, would I be willing to do this? And she's like my mother, so of course you're not going to say no to your mother. So I decided, yeah, sure, why not? Was
it awkward for you at all at first?
Honestly, it wasn't really that awkward. It was more like just waiting, anticipation.
And what was it like once did you do it morning and night?
Oh, no, I just did it at night after practice.
But you had to time your whole life around it, what time he was going to bed.
I mean, it really wasn't that bad, you know.
How did you get over there, did you?
Oh, well, I drove over there, but the best part about Malden Catholic is they show you how to prioritize, and they show you time management, so it was easy to fit that into my schedule.
So time management, you could get your homework, your football practice, everything, no problem.
Just another day.
How long did it take you to take care of Sam?
Usually I stay around there for 15, 20 minutes.
And you got to know the family pretty well, too, I think.
Oh, yeah. Well, they are my family now.
Oh, that's touching. Yes, so, all right, now enter Greg. How did you get
like you mentioned in the intro, I'd read Yvonne Abraham's article in the Globe and found it very moving, like so many people did. And at the time, I was looking for a project to make a documentary already, and it seemed like just such the perfect material to make into a short film, as well as a great opportunity to help this family. I was so moved by their story and thought creating a website for them and the film might really help share the story and help them towards maybe getting a new house.
How much time did you spend putting this together?
It actually was pretty fast in filmmaking terms. I made the film in about 2.5 months, and then WGBH was so great with turning around and getting on the air so quickly, and the whole thing, I'm sort of knocking on wood because everything just went extremely well, and it was such a great experience getting to know the Parkers and Rudy making the film.
And so the goal here is, I mean, you need another house. You need a house that's more suited to Sam's needs. I mean, his situation is not going to change as he grows to be a young adult and a man. You need to be on one floor.
That's exactly correct. We know that Rudy's not going to be around forever. He has a life to live, and he's going to college soon. So we're in the process of looking for a one-level house in Melrose. Sam's 75 pounds now, and my wife has been trying to manage, and her arms are her shoulders going. So her thumbs are starting to hurt, and it's that she does him in the morning, and Rudy comes at night. It's really quite difficult with our situation.
It's hard too, because I just came back from orientation at my college, and you know, I had fun, I had a blast. But then I get back, and then you know, you see the reality of the situation. And then I'm just like, wow, what's going to happen when I leave? I kind of feel like I'm bailing on them, even though I know I have my life to live. But I'd just be so happy if they were able to get that house, because I know they really need it. And these are nice people. I know they deserve something like that, too.
Can you find a temporary replacement? I mean, nobody can replace you, obviously.
Well, I mean, you could find a replacement, but no one wants just anybody coming into their family life. I mean, I honestly think that God kind of put me in that situation and we all gelled so quick, but I don't think a short-term solution is what's best. I think getting the house is what's best for the Parker family.
And how can your film help with that, Greg?
Well, you know, obviously having it air in WGBH, being a local story, I think is just the perfect audience for it. And you know, I think when people see it, it's more than just this simple act. It's such a profound thing that Rudy's doing. And I hope people move to go to the website. It's 14steps.org and, you know, read more about the film. And, you know, I really see it doing good things for this family.
I mean, is the place, do you own the place that you live in right now?
We currently own it, yeah, not outright. We do have a
Well, everybody has a mortgage, okay. Yeah.
But correct, yes, we do own our house, and we are looking for one level. And if we receive this, once we receive this one-level house, we could get the medical equipment that we could to be able to move him from one place to another without having to.
Now, Sam has a brother, right? A twin.
Yes, Ben.
And how is he handling all of this?
Ben is handles this like he was born for it. You know, he's the film and everything. With Sam, he handles him very well. It's his brother.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't like to see him struggle. He doesn't like to see him different. He wants to see him well. And
Can he communicate with him?
Communicate as in, well, we know that 70% of communication is nonverbal,
Right.
and Sam is nonverbal. So when he hears a voice that he knows, he'll cry out, like when Rudy comes over. He yells out, "Yeah, you know, Rudy, come see me," you know, type thing. He can't talk, but that's Sam.
Can he communicate in other words? I mean, does he have?
He doesn't have the mental capacity at this time to talk. No.
But how do you communicate with him for the most part?
I usually just come in and he starts screaming for me. So that's the best part.
Yeah. He knows who you are and he knows why you're there.
Yeah, he definitely knows when I'm there. At first, when I started carrying him, he was a little stiff, but as he started warming up to me, he starts moving around. It makes it harder, but it's fun too because I know he knows that I'm there.
It's like he's trying to play with Rudy. What he can do, he's very high tone. I don't know if you know what that is, but his muscles are very tight. So he's trying to push and play with Rudy, and trying to play with him.
Yeah, so, that's great. Well, now, the film, when is the film going to?
So it airs on Monday night on Channel 44 at 10:30, and then again on Sunday, June 26th at 1:30 on Channel 2.
And tell me a little bit more about what all did you get in it? You got Rudy coming over, you got the Parker story.
Yeah, you know, I actually originally thought it would be about a 10-minute or 12-minute piece.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like Inception or something. There's not some huge plot line, but it, you know, once I started interviewing them, and particularly once I started talking to Rudy's mother, there's really a wonderful parallel to Rudy and Sam that comes out in the film that I think people were kind of surprised by. And it just sort of grew in sort of the sense of the story, and there's some different layers to it that will surprise people when they tune in.
Oh, so Rudy, your mother's in it too?
Yeah.
Well, how has this changed you? I mean, do you feel different? Or it sounds like you were a pretty nice guy before this.
It kind of just reaffirmed what I knew, definitely from my mother's teachings, that it's only by God's grace you're able to do what you're doing. So if you have the opportunity, you have to take advantage of those opportunities. And I think the film that Greg helped out and he made, it shows exactly that. You know, you see the Parker side of it, then you see my side of it, you know, you see the Parkers getting ready and stuff, and then you see me at school, and then you see me at Mike Boyle's Strength and Conditioning with my trainer, Anthony Mirando, stuff like that. And you realize, wow, okay, these are just regular people, you know what I mean? But we all got together. Because for me personally, I didn't really think it was a big deal. And then all this stuff started blowing up, and I was like, whoa, what's going on? But
now, what do you think you want to do after college? You know, college and then?
Well, right now I'm interested in business marketing and management, but I'm also interested in political science as well. So I'll figure that out.
You make a good politician.
I don't know about politicians.
Keep your fingers out of the cookie jar.
Right. At the end of the day, I just want to help people, you know.
Just want to help people. Well, it sounds like you are already.
Yes.
So, I'm sure you're all going to be crowded around the television Monday night.
Yeah,
yes, we are.
One other thing with the film that I think I really identified with and the people respond to is the fact that the Parkers, you know, they had this vision of getting married like everybody does and having healthy children and having a normal life. And I feel like so much of it speaks to having a disabled child and what that daily challenge is like, you know, and it's a powerful message.
All right, Greg Shea, Rudy Favard, and Rick Parker, thank you so much.
Thank
All right,
you.
and as we said, A Simple Act will air this Monday, 10:30, Channel 44, and again next Sunday at 1:30 right here on WGBH. And when we continue, young red-tailed hawks learn to fly. It was as simple as an act of kindness. And Sam's father, Rick Parker, is here along with Rudy Favard and documentary filmmaker Greg Shea, a post-production manager for WGBH's American Experience. A Simple Act is a film based on the true story of experience. Welcome to all of you. Well, I had read about this. I guess it was in a Yvonne Abrams column in the Boston Globe some months ago. But tell us again how this got. You had had heart surgery, and you had been carrying Sam up and down the stairs, a job Rick could no longer do. This is where Rudy stepped in. The Malden High School senior would drive to and from the Parker's house to help out with Sam. And why you Rick and Patty Parker, their son Sam, who suffers from cerebral palsy, and Rudy, a high school football captain. These lives intertwined after Rick's heart surgery last year, when the family needed help